Hey, how's it going? Thanks for being here with me today. You and I are at Vernon Motorsports in Vernon, BC, Canada, and we're checking out a 2023 Arctic Cat Alterra TRV 600. Haven't seen a TRV for a while. Let's check this one out. So this guy is a liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine. It's going to have a 600cc displacement. It is mated up to a CVT transmission, as you would expect. Its drive system is a two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive with electric activation. It is electronically fuel-injected as well. And your gear selection is, as per usual, your high, low, neutral, reverse, and park. The front differential on this guy is open, which I'm kind of stunned. Looks like Arctic Cat pulled another stinker this year. You're not going to get a locking front diff unless you buy the limited version of this quad. So that's not even the XT, that you have to go up 2 trim levels in order to get a locking front diff. So this guy will have electric power steering. So the front suspension on this guy is going to have a dual A arm. It's got 22.2 centimeters of wheel travel, or 8.75 inches. The rear suspension is same thing, a double A-arm with the exact same amount of travel, 22.2 in the front for centimeters and 8.75 inches. The brake system, you got a dual front hydraulic disc and a single rear disc. It will also have a foot brake as well to operate the rear. Parking brake is the park in the transmission. So the front tires on this guy are going to be a 25 by 8 by 12, and the rear tires are going to be a 25 by 10 by 12. As you'll see as we get closer, they are going to be an entry-level type tire, so I would definitely recommend changing this to at least a 6-ply radial if you're going to do some serious riding with this thing. It is steel rims that comes with this particular one. The XT and Limited models will come with aluminum rims. So the total capacity for the bike is going to be 272 kilograms or 600 pounds. The total carrying capacity for the front rack is going to be 45 kilograms or 100 pounds. The total capacity for the rear rack is going to be 90 kilograms or 200 pounds. It's about time you smarten up on that one, Arctic Cat. My 2014 TRV could only carry 50 pounds back there. Your towing capacity is going to be 476 kilograms or 1,050 pounds. So the overall weight of the machine is going to be 853 pounds. Your wheelbase is going to be 147 centimeters or 58 inches. And your ground clearance is going to be 28.7 centimeters or 11.3 inches. So they've actually gained a little bit more in height, which is great. And you'll have a 21.6 liter or 5.7 gallon fuel capacity as well. And it has a standard 2-inch receiver that comes with it too. So it will have the 2 halogen headlights on the front. I would definitely recommend changing those to LEDs if you plan on doing any major night riding. We'll have an LED brake light, which is kind of cool. Still kind of bummed out about the whole front locking diff thing. I don't understand what makes it such a big issue to add it to their regular lineup, because it's definitely a handy thing to have. Many guys out there, oh, you don't need it. Yeah, you don't. When you can use it, you don't have to work as hard. It's not a bad idea. So it has the typical digital display that Arctic Cat is known for. You will have a 12-volt power supply on this one. It's got a nice stance. And all your typical switches, your headlight, starter switch, kill switch, override. And here's your 4-wheel drive switch, and of course your throttle. It will have a storage compartment here in the front. It's big enough. And of course it's fully automatic. I like the fact that they kept the steel tubing rack. That's always a bonus in my opinion. So you do have a proper second seat on this machine, which is great. So again, like I've mentioned to you guys before, when you have a 2-up machine like this, your passenger is basically sitting on top of the rear wheels, which is much safer. Otherwise, on a single machine like that, they're basically sitting on the back rack, which will be behind the rear wheels. So when you're trying to climb up hills and stuff, that's really going to affect things. Yes, people have been doubling on single machines for decades. It can work, but it's definitely much easier to go this route and much safer. Not only that, but the extra 8 or 10 inches longer that the machine is provides you that much more stability and traction. So the cool thing with this Arctic Cat is that it is the newly redesigned 600. Here's the top of your engine, is basically facing the back of the bike. Just an entirely different design, a lot more get up and go, greater horsepower, greater torque, greater center of gravity. Apparently it's quite an amazing bike actually. So you've got a little bit of storage space and a cool pouch there, and behind the rear seat there's a bit of a storage spot there too. Arctic Cat's been getting rave reviews on this particular design. Well, that's 5 minutes or 10 minutes I won't get back. Taking that rear seat on and off is quite the challenge. I guess maybe once you get used to it or whatever, but it took me a little bit to figure it out. My Arctic Cat was definitely a lot easier to take off that rear seat. But anyway, with that, so appreciate you guys being here today. Thank you for clicking on the video and checking it out. Before you leave, do me a favor please and hit like and subscribe before you go, because it really helps the channel to grow. And I apologize that I haven't been able to put many videos out lately, but it's still amazing to see the numbers are still climbing, so thank you guys so much for that. And I guess we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks again for watching.